Hey everybody, it's Liz. Today I want to share with you another Easter project. This time I decided to make these cute little egg-shaped tags that are going to serve, a dual purpose. They're going to be a cute little decoration for Easter, plus a little Easter card. And I'm going to share with you really quick the items that I used to make my little egg-shaped tag cards. So I started off with these egg shapes here. These are, no, they're not chipboard, but they're just like a heavy-duty cardstock. And I picked these up at Michael's. This is what it looks like. It's the brand Celebrate It. And they were $1.99, but half off, not bad. And you get 12 different shapes, and they're good size. See, this is my hand here. So they're a good size, different, lots of space to, embellish and create little Easter projects. So that's what I used, and then this is the paper collection that I used for my tags, and this is by Authentique, and it is so pretty. It is called Springtime. Very pretty. And I picked this up at Your Scrapbook Supply, or ordered it online actually. Love her shop, awesome. So really pretty colors, great for Easter and springtime. And then I also used lots of pearls. These are just some of the ones that I use, the little tiny ones, and these are from my collections. I also used a couple of dies. I used this one here. This is an oval. I think it's the oval scallop, and I believe this is the largest one from Spellbinders. Okay, so I used this die on my tags, and I also used a couple of dies here. I used the leaves, these little guys here from the Carnation Creation set. And then I also used these leaves right here from the Spellbinders Foliage 2 set. And then I also used, for some sparkle, just a little Deco Art Glamour Dust. Love this stuff. It's like super fine glitter. And I just like to sprinkle it, I add a little bit of gesso to like my flowers and stuff, and then just sprinkle this on top, and it's just so pretty. So those are some of the items that I created. Of course, I used lots of flowers, a bunch of other little things, but these are just like your basics. So, and I made 2 of them, and I think they turned out so cute. Aren't they pretty? And so, I just started off with the egg shape that I showed you. Of course, you traced your paper, your pattern paper. Because this is a little bit bigger than 6 by 6, I had to find a way to cover some of the parts that were not going to get covered with paper. So in this case, this is where I use that Spellbinders oval die, okay? And so what I did is I covered this part first, the base of the egg shape, and then I cut out 2 ovals using that Spellbinders die, and then I sort of adhered them kind of like at an angle, one on top and one at the bottom. And then once I did that, I adhered them with some foam tape to give them dimension, and then you just take your scissors and cut around, the edges. So it's really cute. It just adds like a really cute little detail, you know what I mean? So I really like the way that that came out. And then I took, this is one of my little dies. I can't remember. I think it's an Elizabeth Craft die, but I used that for the little reinforcer up here. And again, for just a little, a different pop of color, I really like this bright pink. Okay, and then what I did is I went ahead and I used like a sanding block to just go over the edges just to ensure that they were like really smooth. I love doing that because it just gives it like a really clean look. And then this is where I took my gesso and just like a little sponge dauber, and I dabbed gesso all along the edges of the tag. So see, in some areas there's a little bit more, and then in other areas, you can just barely see it. But that's kind of the look I was going for. And then I just sprinkled that really cool glamour dust on there before the gesso dries, and it just adds such a pretty little sparkle. You see that? I think it turned out really pretty. And the focal point, of course, was going to be this cute little wooden bunny. And I picked this up at Michael's. I didn't have another one to show you, but this is mainly the focal point for my project. And these are also in the Easter section. I think everything is half off right now, but it's just a wooden laser cut bunny. And then I inked him up the edges with some vintage photo. I went over it with a little bit of gesso and that glamour dust, just in some areas to give them, again, more shimmer. I think it's so pretty. I popped them up again on foam tape, and then I wanted lots of flowers. Again, this is a spring and Easter project. You cannot have a spring project without gorgeous flowers. And most of these flowers are from Wild Orchid Crafts, and I just went ahead and created like this really full, what's it called? What is it called? You guys know what I'm talking about. I can't even think right now. Cluster, flower cluster, there you go. So just a bunch of flowers in coordinating colors with the paper. This is where I used the die cuts from the Spellbinders foliage die too, and then the little carnation creations, and I just kind of tucked them in and out of the flowers. I added these little like stamen pieces, just like little, just little bunches sticking out. And then I did go over the flowers with some more gesso, the leaves with a little bit more gesso. I created another flower cluster right on top, and then again I sprinkled all that with Glamour Dust before it dried, and it just adds such beautiful, beautiful shimmer. And then over here I just created I had little pieces of this sheer ribbon. I think this is from the Dollar Tree, and I just made a little bow, and then I just tucked it in here with the little tails, just kind of hanging out. And of course this is where I added my pearls, as you can see right along the die cut, along the curved edge. Really pretty. And here's some more pearls down here at the bottom. And then for the sentiment, I used this word joy. This is from the Tim Holtz Holiday Word Script dies, the really thin, I can't remember what they're called, dies. And what I did is I cut it out from that foam, what's it called? Oh my gosh, I can't even think today, guys. I'm so sorry. But just fun foam, okay? So it's a piece of white fun foam and paper. And I adhered the cardstock on top of the fun foam, and this way it, it gives it more dimension rather than having just a flat die cut. So I really like it. And let me see, what else? I think that's it. And then for the top, I just added this piece of this iridescent sheer ribbon, and I just have that's my little tag topper or whatever, and that's it. And so the back, you can either take a piece of pattern paper or cardstock, write your message, and then adhere it to the back, and it makes for a really cute little card. And you can use this as a just Easter decor. So really cute. I think it turned out lovely. So I have that one, and then I have a second one, and this one, same thing. I wanted them to be similar yet different, so they could be like a set. And so this one, again, because the paper, the 6x6 paper pad, will not cover the entire egg, I just cut out a piece of pattern paper for the top, a piece of pattern paper for the bottom, and a second piece here for the middle. And what I wanted to do here, I wanted to tear the edges, because I really like the torn paper look. And I tore the edges on both ends, and then I used some foam tape again to give it dimension, because I knew I wanted to tuck something behind. And this is, I would have shown it to you, but this is a piece of lace tape. It comes in a roll, and I'm down to a little itty bitty piece like that, so I can't even find it to show it to you. But that's all that is. It's just a little piece of lace tape. Of course, you can use the regular lace. And so I just tucked it behind this middle piece of paper on both sides. And look how pretty that looks. It gives it such a dainty look, so cute. And then of course here's my focal point, another wooden laser cut piece from Michaels, again inked with vintage photo on the edges, and then dabbed with some white gesso and sprinkled with the Glamour Dust. And then again you can see the same effect here on the edges of the tag. And look how pretty. It just shimmers so nicely. I don't think the video or the camera is picking up on all the shimmer, but it's so beautiful. And then again, I just wanted to create a flower cluster using lots of really gorgeous Wild Orchid Crafts flowers. I dabbed more gesso on top, and then sprinkled the Glamour Dust. Here I have more of those little stamen pieces. Again, just a pretty little bow right here, all my little leaves. So pretty. And then for this one, I wanted to add the pearls to the center of the little flowers within the little frame piece here, the little wooden piece. So I think that's really pretty. And then again, just have a little Elizabeth Craft die reinforcer and a little piece of ribbon on top of the tag, and that is it. I think they turned out so cute, but they were so simple, of course. And again, you've got plenty of room back here. Use a die cut and write your message, adhere it to the back. And it makes for such a cute little piece of decor, too. You can hang this up. It'd be really cute to find those little hangers and then just kind of hang it, That'd be so cute. I wish I could find one. I know when everybody found them on Tuesday morning, I ran to get them, but never found them. But anyways, these are my two pretty little egg-shaped tags for Easter. I think they turned out so cute. I might make some more because I think there's a few more people that I'd like to give these to. So let me know what you think, you guys, and if you have any questions, leave them down below. I try my best to get back to everyone, and I totally appreciate you guys' comments and your support. You guys are just so awesome, and I feel really bad when I don't have a video for a really long time, but thankfully I've had a couple of days where I've gotten off work early, and this is when I get to craft, so I'm loving it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'll be seeing you real soon. Bye-bye.